and welcome. This is Elle from Elle Harrison Design, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make a Pinterest board for your website design that you've got coming up. So the reason why I get my clients to do this is so that we can start thinking about the overall look that you're going for, the spacing on the website, the colors, all that sort of thing. So the more thought that you put into this part of the process, the closer I'll be able to get to the bullseye when I actually design your first draft. So I can always tell when people haven't had time to have a look at other websites or work out what it is that they're looking for, because they're unclear of what they want. So pop aside just 10 minutes to do this for me and share the link, and it will help the process a lot, especially in the revisions process too. It'll save you having to go through and ask for all design changes after it's actually designed. So what we're going to do is create a Pinterest account if you haven't already. Mine will look slightly different to yours. Yours will probably look more like this, and that's because mine's a business profile. But all we need to do is just either way head up into the search bar here, and we're going to start creating a Pinterest board. So it's all about the keywords that you're going to be putting in here. So if you want to start with your profession, you can do that. So in this example, I'm going to use nutritionist websites. And it's just showing ones that I've previously pinned here, but if you just go through and have a look at what we've got. So what are you going to be looking at? You could be looking at things like the shape of the photos, and we're going to be discussing this in your design briefing. So I'll ask questions about the pins that you've done, so you don't necessarily need to add notes or anything like that. You could be looking at the overall colors, the little graphics that this one has on here, if you like something like that, the way that she has the arch image and the slightly overlapping text that you've got here. So if you're wanting to pin that, you create a new board specifically for your website mood board here, because you'll be sharing you'll be sharing it with me in your design briefing form. So as you open a pin, it will come up with ones that are similar. So if you've written in green websites, then obviously more green will show up. But go through and pin any that you like the look of. It could also be the images that you have in here. Obviously, if they're branded images, as in they've had photos done for their website, we won't necessarily be able to get those images. But we can look for ones that are similar, or it can even give you inspiration for the photos that you want done if you're having photos done beforehand. Also things like the dividers. So this one here has a wave. You should be either clear on your color palette that you've already got, or if I'm doing your branding for you, that's a separate pin board and separate tutorial. It could be something like the overlapping image that we've got here with a slight background. Two images with a text box that you like, or the little bit of color behind it, these little graphics here. And as I said, in your design briefing, we'll actually be going through, and if I can see any that are, if I can see that you've pinned a fair few that look similar, then I'll ask, is this because of this, or is it the colors, or is it the shape? Just to really narrow down. Some of my clients find it hard to convey what it is that they're looking for, so I find that just doing this little bit of homework beforehand can really help you get clear on what it is. Obviously a website like this is very, very different to something like this. So saying that you want a calm website, this to someone could look calm, but this can also look calm to someone because of the more muted tones in the backgrounds or the photos. So this is why I really highly suggest just putting in 5 to 10 minutes to go through and pin any that it is that you do like. Once you finish pinning, I'd probably suggest 10 to 15 at a minimum. Head back to your profile and find that pin board that you've got, and you'll be able to just select the share button up the top, copy the link and pop it into the form for the design briefing that you've got in there. By doing this as well, it'll help you also answer some of the other questions that I have in that form too. So try and do this first and it might give you some ideas of what it is that you're looking for. You can also actually, if you can't find actual websites to show me that you like the look of, let's go back here. Sometimes you can actually find these people's websites. So Carly Taylor, she looks like she's a nutritionist. If they don't have the website listed on the pin, sometimes you can actually find it, and here it is here, and then you'd be able to obviously copy that link, put it in the form and say I found this on Pinterest and I really liked it for this reason. So if that's something that you want to do too, perfect. And as I said, the more information you give me, the closer to the bullseye, and I can't wait to get started. Talk to you soon.